Hello, it's good to see all of you again. Welcome back. I almost forgot to unmute. Almost. I came very, very close, but I caught myself just in time. So, as the description says, I am sleepy today. Oh, also, wait, before I get into that, first off, I think I accidentally left Big Bill Hells playing during the intro. I can't hear it on my end. I can't hear that part. I can hear Kaleidoskull now. I figured that part out. But because I just kind of slapped Big Bill Hells in there last stream, I didn't set all of the settings to be the same, so I couldn't hear it. So if Big Bill Hells did happen during the starting soon screen, I apologize. I have made a continuous lapse in judgment. How long will it be until people stop making jokes about that? One of the worst YouTube apologies of all time. Alright, but anyways, so, yes, as the description says, I am sleepy today, so, yeah, I'm not expecting today's stream to go much longer than 2 hours. I mean, we'll see how I feel. Like, if at the 2-hour mark, I'm like, nah, I can still go, I can keep going, then sure. But, like, if, I will say, if I get bored, I'm ending stream. That's the kind of day it is today. Just because I had a, super eventful day yesterday. And I walked, according to my Fitbit, I walked 15,000 steps. So I am fucking tired. But, and that's also why I almost forgot that I was streaming today. Literally, like, I slept in, I did some chores around my apartment, and then I went and got myself a slushie, had myself something to eat, and at, like, 2 o'clock, I'm eating some chicken broccoli noodles, and I'm eating my slushie, and I'm like, I think I'm forgetting something. I think I might be forgetting something, but what? And then I go, wait! Shit! It's Thursday! So, yeah, I kind of panicked and set up the stream. I'll be honest, I have no idea what we're even going to be doing today. This is all very much like a last-minute thing for me. And it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be, but I mean, as mentioned before, I'm in my touching grass era, and I just completely forgot about everything related to streaming. So, with all that being said, let's go to the Pokemon screen. So yes, as you can see, I pulled up the game for just a couple of minutes beforehand to check on the berries. And I have a theory with this. So, it seems like the game doesn't save, it doesn't keep track of the time outside of what I'm playing. Hi Red, welcome to the stream! I don't think it saves the time outside of what I'm playing, which would explain why these citrus berry trees have flowers on them. Because basically it took me so long to get here that the berries that were already there dropped off, replanted themselves, and grew flowers, because that's how berries work in this gen. So I think I'm gonna get the beauty berries that I can, and then, I'm just gonna do some story stuff today. We're not even gonna worry about evolving Feebas just yet, because as much as I want to... What did we name this thing, anyways? Soup. As much as I adore Soup, with all my heart, all my soul, we don't really need her at this exact moment. We will later, but I think for today, because we still can't leave, Lily Cove City. Those Team Aqua grunts are in the way. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is, I think now's the time to do the Team Magma base. So we'll take care of that, and we'll also take care of the Team Aqua base. Because we can get a hold of a Master Ball there, and that might be good in case, you know... What do you need Milotic for? Not much, really. I kind of just wanted to use it. So I did a whole fishing stream. Because I am stubborn, and I am stupid, which is an awful combination. But yeah. So for now, I think Soup is gonna go into the box until I've, like, experimented with this little hypothesis of mine. Because, like, who knows? Actually, before I fly, I'm pretty sure that I can just go straight back. I could just go right up Jagged Pass, or whatever it's called, if I have the acro bike. So if we do that, we can just fly to Lava Ridge Town and go straight to the magma hideout. And it also gives us access to a Pokemon Center right here real quick. At least you have the title of the only person to ever use my Milotic in a Nuzlocke, yeah? I've got that going for me. So yeah, it's like, I'm not sure if my hypothesis is true, and if it's not, then we're kind of boned. But I'm hoping. I'm hoping that this is how it works, because if it is, then it means that all I have to do is just waste time in the game, and all of my berries will grow back. Okay. I've also got to think, okay, so it's good to have a bunch of counters for fire types, because Team Magma. But we should also get something to help deal with Zubats and Puchienas. And actually, you know what? It's been a while since I used Takeout. Come on, buddy. Alright, so that's good for Puchiena. What do you have in terms of rock-type moves? I mean, I guess our Marshtomp has Rock Tomb. And we do have Lizard Crap, so we should actually be fine. It'd be cool if we had better Pokemon with Psychic-type moves than... Actually, you know what? I think I have the TM for Psychic. Can anybody here learn this? No. I'm surprised that Cigarettes can't learn it. Absol's move pool, especially when it comes to TMs, is fucking insane most of the time. I wonder... Gotta love that. Alright then. Cigarettes, you will be useful. Sentences said by, Victorian men. I still laugh whenever I look back on, like, cigarettes being prescribed to help with asthma. It's like, oh yeah, you know the best... I mean, actually, I can't say that. I was about to say, like, you know the best cure for cancer? More fucking radiation. Get radiation. But no, radiation therapy is a thing. Or at least, is that how that works? I don't know. I don't know shit about anything. Oh, man. Speaking about not knowing a shit about anything, I guess I like pinball now. And I don't know shit about it. I didn't even know there was, like, strategy to it, but, okay. So, like I said, I had a very eventful day yesterday. Because I mentioned several times, exploring the city, having a good time, and yesterday, I learned of this nice little park in my area. It was, I say in my area, it's like on the other side of town, but... I mean, I consider anything within the city limits in my area, because it's not exactly a massive city. But, yeah, I was like, oh. Wait. Come on. Can I? Yeah, there we go. Hey, buddy, what you doing? What are you doing here? Wait, why am I reading this? Oh, hi. Thanks. Fight time, I guess. But yeah, so I learned about this, like, really nice little park. And it's right on the edge of the river, and I'm like, I haven't been to the river in, like, ages. Probably, literal years. So I was like, you know what, it'd be nice if we went there. So, I was walking to a bus stop because, okay. You know what? Let's do a cheeky sing. Okay, never mind. So I was walking because, the bus stop that I needed to take in order to get to this park was a little bit a ways from where I live. And then I saw signs for a local library, and I'm like, hey, I haven't actually known where the library is in my city until now. So I went there, got a library card, and then I was like, oh right, I had other shit that I wanted to do today. Ah, fuck you. Fuck you, Poochiana. Accuracy strats, no one likes them. Yeah, so I got a library card, and I was like, at the library, spent like a little bit of time there, just like looking at the books, and then I kind of had a realization, like, hey, wait a minute. I have a full stack of like, let me just look. I think that's 30 books. I think that's 30 unread books that I have just in my apartment. So I'm like, hey, borrowing a new one is kind of fucking stupid. It's still good to get a library card, though. Like, I will recommend everyone who watches this to get a library card, because a lot of libraries nowadays, on top of... Okay, what about this? Oh, do we have to use the item finder here? Is that what... Huh? Huh. What's up with that? I'll be honest, I haven't played this part of Pokemon Emerald in a long time. And most Nuzlocke videos just skim right over it, so... Do we have to do Team Aqua first, maybe? Actually, that'd be pretty understandable. Okay, let's find a little cove and see. I mean, one way or another, it'll take us no time to get back here. This part feels kind of fillery. It does. It does. It's... I mean, I understand why it's in there. It's because, like, oh, we have to justify having both evil teams. But, like... You could have had... maybe something a little more interesting, or at least, you know, given me a better idea of where to go. You know what? Let's use Blaze It the Oddish. We'll replace Lizard Crap. Lizard Crap is just straight up 4 times weak to Team Aqua's primary type. The evil teams in Gen 3 both feel kind of underwhelming. They do. They do. They are very much like filler teams. They're there because they were like, oh, you know, like, this is the reboot. We had Team Rocket last time. What are we doing now? Eco-terrorism. Yes. Let me just see. You know what? Let's bring Slugma along. Okay, I'll keep... Yeah, nah, you know what? Actually, no. Maybe? No. Because I was thinking, like, okay, I want to make sure we have counters for Zubats and Golbats, especially going in with, like, a lot of grass types. I want to be certain that I have the fucking type advantages I need. Right. I'm just gonna level everyone up to, the same level, like level 34. I think is a good one, because I feel like that's a natural level that you would be at for doing the Team Aqua, Team Magma stuff. And the main reason why I'm like, oh yeah, we're definitely doing that today is because, or like, this is definitely the part we have to do that is, like, 1, Lily Cove is blocked, and 2, Tate and Liza's levels are like 10 levels above Winona's, so it's like, this is, there's a lot of stuff that happens in between, huh? But yeah, back to what I was saying, it was like, okay, well, I have too many books, but it's still good to get a library card. Because a lot of libraries nowadays have sites where you can straight up, like, stream TV shows, stream movies, stream music, all for free. Oh god, what was that noise my throat just made? That was awful. That was awful. And You can also get, like, audiobooks, you can get ebooks, and it's like, you don't even have to go to the library to get this stuff. Good luck on today's run. Don't lose any Pokemon and be sure to sparkle. Thanks, Connor! I'm assuming you can't stick around for too long because of the tone of that message, but, like, thank you for stopping in, thank you for saying hi, thank you for the luck. I might need it. Although I might not. I mean, Cigarettes is gonna be level 34, that's powerful. But yeah, get a library card. Not only just for the free stuff. I cannot, unfortunately, which means no one derailing with creepypastas today. I mean, hey, that's all good. I don't mind that at all. Why am I even considering getting Double Team? We're not gonna use it. Man. I wish I had a better understanding of, like, what moves were physical and which moves weren't in this generation. Because, I would love to take advantage of Cigarettes with Swords Dance. A normal sentence that people say all the time. But yes, as I was saying, get a fucking library card. Not just because it lets you access, like, all kinds of free shit outside of just books, but because it's good to keep libraries going. It's like the one place where you're allowed to just exist and not spend money. Cigarettes can't use a stab, he's useless. I mean, hey, it can use Thunderbolt, so that's enough. That's enough for me. Evolution types in Dragon are special, everything else is physical. Okay, fair enough. These are both equally bad accuracy, so I'll go with Sleep. I'll take guaranteed no damage over, like, a 50% chance at no damage. Blaze, it's gonna evolve any moment now. Oh, also, hi, God is probably dead. Welcome. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, so after that I was like, oh, right. I had an actual thing I was gonna do today. The other issue is that I had to walk down to a bus terminal. Problem with Cigarettes is that he's a physical attacker but has a special type. Yep. Special stab type. Yeah. And a lot of the best moves that Absol can learn in this generation are also special. It's like, that's not good. But right now, Cigarettes is only on the team to zap Zubats, so honestly, I don't think she's gonna have any problems with that. So yeah, so I was like, okay, I'm on a mission. And also, the other reason why I was walking was because I had to actually go to this particular bus terminal in order to... Why did I remove that move? That was dumb. Ah, well. But yeah, so, okay. It's because I had to go to the bus terminal to refill my bus pass. So, after I did that, it was like, okay, go to the park. Spent a few hours there, did a little bit of writing. Had a really good shawarma from a nearby food truck. It was awesome. And then... Why did you evolve Taco Bell? Man is never gonna get Spore. Wait, is that a thing? Do you have to hold off on Shroomish's evolution to get Spore? That's so dumb! Wait! I had no idea that was a thing. Well, shit. Oh well. Bakotel is still useful, though. It just sucks that they aren't as useful as they could be. It's like, I have a shiny Azumarill in Pokemon Violet, but it doesn't have belly drum, so it's like, oh, this thing can never be used competitively. Cool. The worst part is that because I didn't realize at first that belly drum was an egg move, I was training it up to be like my main Pokemon in raid battles. And then I learned, I think it was like 2 levels before level 100, that that's a stab move. Or that, not a stab move, that's an egg move. And because I didn't hatch this Azumarill from an egg, it's fucking useless. Cool. No, wait, this is a Lily Cove City encounter. Wait, no, we're good. I had a moment of panic there, where I was like, oh shit. I'm gonna get my Lily Cove City encounter, and it's not gonna be Starmie. What? What do you want with Team Aqua? Our boss isn't here. He's gone off to satch something important. Where did he go? Oh, are they at Mount Pyre? Would have been cool to know that. Don't say that. Say something else. But yeah, so had a very nice day at the park, and then I was like, okay, well, you know what? Like, let's walk a little bit to go back home, and that's— oh, well, you're gonna lose. I could have sworn we fought this guy already. Was that, like, whenever we had to restart the game? Did we, like, not fight him after that? Well, let's do a Leech Seed. Okay, not a fan of that. But yeah, so I just kind of started walking through the city. And eventually I discovered, like, this little, like, hole-in-the-ground bar. Not bar. I mean, it was a bar. It was like a barcade. But it was primarily an arcade that I had no idea existed in my city. I was like, yeah, the city I live in, like, you know, there's shit that happens, but generally not anything, like, too exciting, nothing, like, super cool. Tentahot is safe in the box. He's all good. He's fine. Don't worry about him. Okay, cool. But yeah, so found this arcade, and I was like, hey, holy shit, I didn't know this existed. Let's check it out. And not only had I gotten there, and found that it was, like, packed and bustling with people, I learned that there was a pinball tournament happening, like, an hour and a half. So, my original plan was to just sit back and watch the tournament, just, you know, see what's going on. I've never actually, like, been to an event in my city because there hasn't been one that's, like, interested me. So I was like, okay, I'll just watch. And I figured, like, hey, you know what? They have all these pinball machines here. Let's try it out. Like, the only other game of pinball I've ever played is Space Pinball on, like, the old Windows computers. Breloom is so goofy. He's just a goofy little guy. So yeah, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna watch for a little bit. And, then, oh, fuck. That was one part stupidity, one part muscle memory, because as a kid, I would always take that exact route to, like, get around the grass. It's one Pikachu, it's not gonna do us any harm. Okay, let's fake out. Holy fucking shit! Huh? Wow, Pikachu really does suck. Cool. So yeah, so, yesterday I was like, okay. I played a few, like, old arcade games. Like, a lot of the arcade games at this arcade are, like, antique ones. I say antique. They're from the 80s. They're, like, vintage. I think antique has to be, like, 100 years old or more. Good God. We just keep getting hit by static. Take a look at my Pikachu! Don't fucking kill it! Is basically what that trainer just said at the end. Say that, but a Pikachu holding Light Ball has a higher attack stat than Mega Rayquaza. I mean, that's cool, as long as it survives long enough to use it. But yeah, so it's like I played a bunch of the, like, old arcade games and stuff, and they also had Guitar Hero on the arcade there, which I tried, and it turns out, like, oh, I'm really bad at Guitar Hero because I've never played it before. Literally the first time that I played a song off of beginner mode, I instantly lost. And yeah, so then I was like, okay, well, let's check out the pinball machines. And I know that there was one, it was like Godzilla themed. And I was just having a blast with it. And on a whim, it was literally 10 minutes until registration closed for the tournament. I was like, hey, I'm signing up. I'm signing up for this pinball tournament. I'll lose, but that's okay. So, that's how I ended up in a fucking pinball tournament. Do I not have any repels? We gotta go back. Oh, fuck. Also, we should beat our rival so we can actually, like, get the TMs at Lily Cove. But yeah, so... Fuck, I keep getting distracted. I'm trying to tell a story. Ah. But yeah, so I ended up in this pinball tournament. And I actually beat a couple of people. And I was just sitting there like, I don't know how I'm doing this. Just being good at a game on accident. So, as I was playing, this lady came up to me and was like, hey, did you know that we've got like an actual like pinball league in Ottawa? Do you want to join? I was like, I mean, I'll play in any future tournaments at this arcade, sure. And she was like, okay, awesome. So, I may have accidentally joined a pinball league too. You ever just leave your house to check out a park and end up joining a pinball league? Man, it's like I want to keep talking about this arcade, but I feel like all of the details that I find like the funniest and coolest about this arcade are like so specific that it would like inadvertently dox the city where I live. I never leave the house. You should. Like, I also used to never leave my house, but like, honestly, I have had nothing but fun ever since I've left. Ever since I've started, like, exploring the city more. I'll be honest, it's actually gotten me to kind of consider maybe even going back to... I walked all the way back to Lily Cove, healed my Pokemon, and came back here because I was too busy thinking about pinball and arcades. Ah! Bring me back! God damn! Okay, wait a minute. Ah, we should be good. We should be good to fight Brendan. He's not that bad. We got nothing here that's fun. That's fair. Yeah, I was actually surprised to see that, like, my city had fun things in it. Because as I've mentioned before, it's not like I live in a big city. I leave to work, and when my wife forces me to. That's fair. For me, though, even just, like, getting out, going to parks and stuff has been pretty fun, honestly. It has gotten me to consider, like, maybe not streaming as much as I currently do. Just because I genuinely find exploring to be more fun. Not to say that I would ever fully stop streaming. At least not anytime soon. Because, like, all of this is gonna have to come to a stop once I'm working again. But, for now, it's a lot of fun. And I'm just enjoying it while it lasts. Although whenever I work, too, I'm gonna have to, maybe even go on a streaming hiatus for a bit again, so it's probably for the best. I'm always paranoid that people think I'm 45 when I say I have a wife. I mean, people have wives whenever they're in their 20s, too. Like, who cares? My parents got married at my age now, so, like, hey, there you go. Technically still a teenager. Oh, damn. See, I could not imagine... I was about to say, I couldn't imagine being married, like, as a teen. As 19, but... Yeah, 19 is still a teenager. But, like, I can't imagine being married in general. I fucking hate living with other people. I can't stand it. It's awful. I don't understand how people do it. It's like I hate always having to be aware of where everyone else in the house is doing and what they're doing, where they are. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. Whenever I go home to visit family in like 6 days, I'm like, okay, I need to live alone again. I need to be alone for like 2 weeks straight now. Okay. We'll switch to... Why did I switch to cigarettes? I meant to switch to Nugget. Okay, well, we'll do this. Living with people made me hate the human race entirely. Fair. No, you know what? We're not risking that shit. Okay. Let's go to Blaze It. I think this is before grass types were immune to, powder moves. I get what you mean, but living with a partner is different from direct family. See, one way or another, it's just because, like, I kind of have to... I think I just don't like catering my life around other people. I think that's literally it. Yes, sleep powder works! Okay. Now we can safely switch in Nugget. I met my wife when I was 6. Oh, damn! That's awesome. But yeah, it's also just because, like, I am not a very romantic person. I've actually never had a crush on anyone before in my life, and I'm 24. I've never felt that way about anyone. I mean, I guess not, but, like, the only times that I realize that I have a crush is, like, 3 years after the fact. I know that because I can be in the kitchen at the same time as my wife without getting a feeling of unrivaled rage. Man, that is unthinkable to me. I hate other people being in the kitchen with me. I mean, it depends what I'm doing in the kitchen, and it depends how big the kitchen is. In my apartment, my kitchen is very much a one-person kitchen. My parents' kitchen is, like, twice the size, so it's not as bad, but even then, it's like, oh, I've got to get, like, a spoon to stir this thing, and you're in the way, and can you move, and oh my god. I don't miss living with other people. It's like, they eat your food, they... I've got to switch to... You know what? We're gonna keep Nugget in. I'm gonna try to use Sing. Okay. For the amount of anger I get when someone is around me when I eat is unhealthy. See, I don't get anger around people whenever I eat. I don't share my food. Don't eat my food. If I'm living with you, like, if I'm like, oh yes, like, you can have this food, like, obviously, fair game. If I'm, like, offering you food, if I'm offering you a snack, if I'm offering you, you know, something off of my plate, that's fine. That's good. If you eat my snacks from the cupboard when I'm not looking, I will feel killing rage. Don't eat my snacks. Novella doesn't share food. But yeah, it's mainly just the whole, like, having to keep track of everyone thing that kind of gets me with it. And also, just not being able to do whatever I like whenever I like. I like being very independent. I like being able to choose, like, exactly what I'm doing at any given time. And nobody can stop me. Yeah, sorry, Brendan, you kind of suck. I plan on going home to Little Root. You know, helping my dad on his Pokedex is coming together pretty decently, so I should go show him. Novella, what are you gonna do? Collect all the gym badges and take on the gym leader challenge? Maybe I'll do that too. Well, anyway, hang in there. Thanks, dude. Alright, now check out Lily Cove. Oh, let's do the lottery. Might as well. Let's see if I win anything. Ah, well. Can't win all the time. Let's go to the top floor. I want to see, because I know there's an event. There's a rare event where there'll be a sale up here. Nah, it doesn't look like we got it. See, I never knew that this was, like, hinting that there was, like, an event up here. I figured this was just, like, idle NPC dialogue. Oh, right, we can buy lemonades up here. It's a really good healing item for the price. Oh, no, I didn't want fresh water. Alright, whatever. Gonna buy 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. That should be enough to do us for a while. I remember as a kid, I always got a little pissed off at the decided not to get a drink at the end. Because I was always like, what the fuck do you mean? I just bought a drink. What do you mean I decided against getting a drink? It's like, I don't know why, but as a kid, I always thought it felt like a little passive-aggressive. Oh man. I remember really liking the powder snow mat. Main issue with marrying young is simply because that we are both in university. Working part-time, we are both competitive procrastinators, so the house is not the most organized. I mean, that's just how it is sometimes. I know that I am also, like, a procrastinator and very disorganized. And I feel like having a partner would not change this. I remember really liking the surf mat and the powder snow mat as a kid. Those two were my favorites. See, I'm looking... I remember also liking this poster, the long poster. Because it was so cool. Also, I found the sea poster really cool, because I thought Relicanth was such an interesting Pokemon. Alright. I've got to get stuff for a secret base. But I have to get the exact decorations that I used in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Okay, this one's it. Yep, there we go. Alright, let me just buy all the decorations that we need. And there we go. Yesterday I spent over 2 hours searching for an essay I wrote 4 months ago. Oh, I feel that. I actually had an issue recently. Basically... Oh, shit. They have protect. Okay, wait a minute. We're gonna hold off on this, at least for the moment. Because I need to buy repels. That's why I came here. I keep getting distracted. That's useless. Actually, I have to have stuff that I can sell at this point. Okay. Yeah, we can sell a zinc. I feel like we're not going to be doing any kind of, like, EV training here. I'll keep the PP up just to be safe. We might end up actually using that eventually. That one's useful. I don't think there's anything else we can really sell, huh? I've had a thought. So you know how I have, infinite coins at the game corner for reasons that I still don't understand? I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna see. Damn, I wish I didn't use my only Thunderbolt TM. We have infinite money, guys. We have infinite money. And I'm gonna use it. Because, like, I'm not even using items in battle. I feel like that's not breaking things too much. Oh, fuck yes. No, we have enough for epitaphs. We don't need this. Do you know that a peach sapling costs 14 euros? I learned that today. Interesting. I always assumed that tree saplings would cost more, although I bet in Canadian dollars that's about 20. But that's still pretty cheap for a whole-ass plant. I mean, then again, like, the only time that I've ever, like, grown a plant... I mean, I guess that's not entirely true. I was about to say, like, oh, the only time I've ever grown a plant is, like, from a seed. But, no, at 1 year, for my birthday, my parents got me, this very nice, pot for potted plants, and it's shaped like a teacup with a saucer underneath. It's really adorable. And it had a lavender plant growing inside. But that one was already fully grown. That's not like a sapling. No, we're not doing that. We're doing this. I mean, you know what? It would be fastest if we just do this. Wait a minute. I just realized something. Okay. I would love to get plants, but they would all die. Yeah, I used to be the same way, to be honest. Like, honestly, when it comes to raising plants, Google is your best friend. Like, I used to kill every plant that I touched, and it's because I was always told, like, oh, you have to water flowers every single day. Like, without fail, or they will die. More money for Dusclops plushies. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. They'll probably die because of my laziness. Yeah, it's fair. I mean, then again, like, plants aren't really that difficult. Like, the most difficult plant that I've raised is still Molly, my Venus flytrap. And, I mean, she's not doing the best, to be honest. It's because I'm too much of a coward to hibernate her over the winter. You underestimate my laziness. I mean, it's not something that you should really brag about, is it? Let me just see. What was I planning on doing next? Just like how my forgetfulness isn't something that I should be proud of. What in the hell? What in the goddamn? I was planning on doing something! Oh wait, I can gamble now! No, wait, I know what I was doing. I know what I was doing. Because I forgot about the speed up function. I'm gonna... Oh my god! Oh my god, it worked! Okay, we have to go the long route. Oh, it's time to break the fucking game. It's time to crack this shit wide open. Here, if I just wait here. These trees should grow. Maybe I have to go to another route and then come back. Will they be fully grown then? Still nothing. I mean, time's up 9 times, so... If we just sit here and talk for a little bit, these things are gonna grow eventually. This is the dumbest way to get berries, and I love it. This might be something that I end up doing on my spare time. Now that I know that time does pass in the game while I'm playing. Don't they grow through steps? No, it's through time. It's through real time. That's why berries don't grow whenever your internal battery dies. Because the internal battery is what keeps track of the clock. Okay. You know what? I'll take care of this later. Because this will also be a lot more efficient if I do it at the Berry Master's house. We have 6 plots of, just unused dirt at the moment. Okay. So we beat Lily Cove. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Okay, so we gotta go back here. A lot of this Nuzlocke is just me dicking around, huh? I mean, now that we know that that's how it works, you could just hack in the necessary berries. That's true, too. But, I mean, I wasn't evolving Feebas this stream anyways, and I don't know if you guys want to just watch me make Pokeblocks for, like, an hour. So, also, like, stream ends in an hour and 10 minutes, pretty much. So, like, I'm not doing something like that now. I'll get, like, the Pokeblocks and stuff ready, and we can evolve Feebas next stream. I wanted to do the, like, fishing for Feebas on stream just because I knew it'd be kind of boring and kind of repetitive. So, and also, like, I didn't want to catch a Pokemon off screen. Like, that feels cheap. I shouldn't be running in the grass. What's wrong with me? Did I heal my Pokemon? I sure didn't. I sure fucking didn't. Okay, cool. Cool. You know what? I've dicked around enough as it is. Let's just use some items. We now basically have unlimited money too. So, like, who give a shit? You know what? They were right to make Lemonade heal you 80 HP points. That's what Lemonade does in real life, too. At least for me. Great, we could get more berries going down that way. People are always like, why did you marry this young? My brother in Christ, have you seen the tax breaks? It's true. It is incredibly, like, it is way cheaper to live as a couple than it is living single. It's kind of insane, actually. Oh, you know what, if I got the repel up. Skill swap. I'm never using that. I remember really liking Mount Pyre as a kid. Like, this was one of my favorite areas in Pokemon Emerald. It helps that I played this around the time as a kid where I used to pretend that I could talk to dead people. I still remember where some of the hidden items are, too. Okay. I don't think there's any more tall grass up this way, so we should be fine. Yes, this is where we were supposed to go. Alright. It only took us half the stream to do this. Oh, well. But yeah, it's like, part of me kind of, like, it's one of those things where I feel like the only thing that would make me live with another person is if it was just, like, really good for my money. Like, at the moment, I have pretty cheap rent. My rent is $1,200 a month. Actually, it's closer to $1,300 a month, but that was mostly with my parking space, which I no longer have because of problems, and also just me not having access to a car right now anyways. Yeah, living in Canada is, or at least living in Ontario, is expensive. At the moment, you actually can't really find an apartment for much cheaper than $1,800 a month. So, I'm actually pretty lucky. But yeah, it's like, I wish that I had a roommate. You should also note that, like, I think, in general, Canadian jobs also pay more to make up for it, I think. I pay $600 in Germany. Yeah, things are fucked. Things are a little fucked in North America, in general. Like, people think that Canada is this, like, utopian place. No, it's not. No, it's not. We have a lot of the same problems as the US. It's just we're really polite about it. What's the average salary in Canada? I don't actually know this. I'll Google it real quick. What is the average salary in Canada? In 2021, the average annual salary in Canada was around $65,000 a year, but keep in mind the salaries vary greatly from one industry to another and one region to another. Yeah, so because Canada is so fucking big, each province is kind of its own little country. I guess it's similar to the States in that sense. Where, like, different provinces have, like, different laws, different things are normal there. And different provinces have different industries, too. Like, I don't think that like, whenever I was a kid, my parents considered moving to Saskatchewan, which is, it's a province that's pretty much all, like, prairies and farmlands and stuff. Primarily because at the time, like, the housing market was fucking insane. you could get a massive house for the same amount there as you would pay in Ontario for, like, a 2-bedroom house. Like, just a standard house. But if I did that, I don't think there's a foundation in fucking Saskatchewan. I would not have been able to do my current job, which I cannot even fucking imagine. Like, it's one of those things, like, where you realize, so I'm gonna have cigarettes up here because I'm pretty sure Thunderbolt is gonna be good against whatever comes next. Actually, no, wait a minute. Wait a minute, nope. I have a better strat. Walk Hotel first. The average salary in Germany is 68,000 when converted to Canadian dollars. Yeah, that's fair. A lot of European countries do have it better than the countries in North America. I mean, of course, they've got their own problems, and they're problems that I am not. How the fuck do you pay rent? I have a decent job, or I did, and right now, because of the way that EI works in Canada, the way that unemployment works, I still have enough at the moment to, pretty much pay my rent and pay for my food with just unemployment. So, of course, it's gonna run out eventually, but not for a while. Because I've still got my, my unemployment from the last time I was unemployed, which is awesome. I've got one hell of a safety net at the moment. It also helps that, for a while, before I got my job, before I got, like, a decently paying job and had to move in order to not be, like, commuting every single day, because, honestly, the gas was getting to be just as expensive as, like... It's like, after a little bit, you're like, okay, would I rather commute an hour, hour and a half to and from work every single day? Or would I rather just live closer? And I chose to live closer. Okay, gonna take you out. Actually, no, go back, go back. Mach Punch, the Puchiana, Thunderbolt, the Whale. If I had to pay over 1,000 for rent, I would rather just be homeless. I mean, a lot of people are here, unfortunately. It sucks. It's largely just because of super greedy landlords. This is why I fucking hate landlords. Because like I said, when I moved in to this place, like, around 1,000, 1,200, at least, like, in the city that I lived in, was, or most cities, to be honest, was pretty normal. It went, like... It went up drastically during COVID. And also, like, the price of food has gotten insane here, too. I think over the past year, like, the price of pretty much every single food has gone up by at least $1. So, that's great. It's very much, like... It's kind of also the reason why I haven't gotten another job, like, since losing my current job, because honestly... If minimum wage paid enough to pay rent and all this stuff, I probably would have gotten a job at, like, a nearby grocery store or something, just to kind of, like, tide myself over until I could get back into my current industry, but honestly, it's not enough. In Germany, it's illegal to be homeless. How does that work? See, I don't agree with that. I agree with, like, giving people affordable housing, because a lot of the reasons why people stay homeless is because they don't have the resources to actually get a job. You need a permanent address to get a job. You need a phone number to get a job. Oftentimes you need access to the internet to get a job, and yes, there are ways to kind of get around this, but if you can't afford housing, the state will get an apartment for you, which is kind of how it should be, because then you actually have a chance to get back on your feet. A lot of people who are homeless are there because they're mentally ill. That's the thing, too. It's like if you get people the help they need, and the fucked up thing is, that's probably cheaper than what they do for the homeless right now. It's fucked. Damn, I should move to Germany sometime. I have legitimately considered, like, moving to a European country, but it's one of those things where I like being able to visit my family regularly. Especially with my grandma, because, like, it's fucked up to say, but it's always like, you know, you never know how long you have with someone. So I don't want to move away and then miss a bunch of time with my grandma because I'll never get that back. Either way. But yeah, it's like a lot of European countries, like, I am legitimately kind of jealous of how they do things over there. Of course, like I said, still got problems, but I mean, most of my family's in Italy, and the only family I have here in England I don't talk with. I mean, that's fair. I think it's just because, like, I'm so close with my grandmother that the idea of missing out on quality time with her is, I don't like it. My wife is Italian. Heck yeah! I will say, though, I have considered at least, like, traveling to Europe. If I, you know, had a stable enough life that I could do that. Because I think it's really cool. I would love to see all of these different places and see all these, like, different cultures. I would like to visit Poland someday specifically. I can't remember if it was my great-grandparents or my great-great-grandparents, but I know that they moved to Canada from Poland. So I think it'd be interesting to kind of, like, go there and see the local culture, see, you know, where my ancestors used to live. It's also, like, speaking of my grandmother, I've been talking to her a bit recently because I've kind of had this realization recently, like, the cost of living keeps going up in Canada, and they're always saying, like, oh, it'll go down in a few years, it'll go down in a few years, it's fine, it'll go down in a few years. Oh, fuck. I thought I beat you! I got past you like 5 times, and you didn't attack me! Camper Ethan, you kinda suck. And now I'm gonna crush you. But yeah, it's sort of like the cost of living keeps going up. People keep saying, like, oh, it's gonna go down, and then it just keeps going up. So I kind of had a revelation. I'm like, okay, like, I've been saving up for a house all this time. There's a solid chance I'll never get a house. Like, is there really any point in me hoarding this money for something that might never happen? Instead of doing things like traveling, going places, going to events, going to concerts. So, don't register me in your Pokenav. I'm never going to talk to you again. Oh, wait, no. Huh? Item finder's responding. Oh. Ah, that's not the button, that's not the button! Right now I'm earning around 900 after taxes from my part-time, and 500 from the government, so I get 1,400 per month. If I had to pay 1,200 for rent, I'd be dead. That's fair. Yeah, it's fucked, and there are a lot of people here who can't even afford to live. It's awful. I wish we didn't have to live this way. There's the hidden item. But I mean, there's not much I can do about it as just, you know, a single person. I try to vote for people that I think might be able to help the situation, but even then, it's like, you know, can you really trust politicians? There we go. Wait. Wait. My uncle actually lives in Canada. Oh, hell yeah! What province? If you know. Just because depending on the province, it's like, oh, he could be very close to me. Or he could be, like, pretty much across the world from me. That's what happens when you have, like, a massive fucking country. It's like the maritime provinces have a completely different culture to, like, Ontario, and Ontario has a completely different culture to Quebec. To some extent, of course, you know. There are some things that are always gonna be, like, standard. I mean, Quebec is basically its own country. They want to be their own country. Toronto, oh damn, that is actually, like, pretty close to me. Not super close, And I've actually never been to Toronto. I've been to Ottawa. Ottawa's a nice place. It does not look like it should be a capital city. There are so many potholes on those roads, oh my god. Why? Why? Why does it suck? Why do the roads suck? This is what tourists are supposed to see when they visit for the first time. Wait, is it Toronto? I'm not sure. I know it's close to Detroit. That's probably Toronto then. Toronto's kind of on like the little peninsula in Ontario. Like Ontario's got a little tail to it. You know what? Let's use Tentahot. Who give a shit? That should be enough to take care of pretty much everything. But yeah, it's like Toronto, I know, is it's near all the Great Lakes, which I've actually learned recently are of enough size that they could be considered seas. Like they could be considered oceans if they were only saltwater. Tentahot the goat. Oh yeah, Tentacruel in general is really good. And I've never really used it before, so I'm not against using Tentahot. I mean, hey, I thought that Gulpin would be a piece of shit, and then Slugma wound up being, like, one of the best Pokemon on my party. Use speed up? I mean, the thing is, I'm also just talking. And then this way I don't get distracted every 5 seconds. Outside of, you know, whenever they learn new moves. And also, I don't want to accidentally, like, speed over a new move and just end up losing it. We're also gonna have to take out some more rare candies, I think. We should still have, like, more than enough. You know what, I will use speed up here. Poison is physical, unfortunately. Well. Yeah, a lot of Pokemon this gen are, have really bad movesets. It's like, it's kind of insane how many Pokemon just have garbage moves. I think that Lombre doesn't get a grass-type stab move outside of Absorb until, like, level 57 or something stupid. Like, why would you even use it at that point? You can beat any Pokemon game by spamming Surf. Yeah, pretty much. Might as well. I mean, it's basically a leech seed. It's basically a temporary leech seed. Oh, there we go. Some Pokemon just suffer from the lack of a physical special split. Like Shiftry is a physical attacker, but both its stabs are special. Oh, God. Evolve moment. Hi, Rico Master. Welcome to the stream. Rap would be good if the AI actually switched out. It's true. Like, that's why a lot of ROM hacks are pretty good, because they actually, like, give the AI the ability to, like, switch their Pokemon. It's like, I've considered maybe doing a few runs of, like, Emerald Rogue on this channel. I think that would be interesting, especially after we do this Nuzlocke. I'm not gonna say that's the next thing we're gonna be playing or anything, because I still don't know. Wait, I was supposed to make a poll after the last stream. I forgot entirely, because I got a phone call, like, literally 5 minutes after I ended the stream. Okay. That should be good. Let's get more rare candies, just to be safe. That should be enough. And just in case, we still have a lot left. Oh, wait a minute. Ah, there we go. Maybe I shouldn't do that too much. Let me just double check something real quick. What flavor is rare candy? I'm not sure, Acid Grin, but welcome to the stream. I feel like rare candy would be the same flavor as, like, a kid's cough syrup that's like that fake grape flavor. Rare flavor. You know what? That's a better answer. Do a shiny only Nuzlocke. No. I don't hate myself that much. I mean, I guess I could in, like, Pokemon Violet, but I don't know if I want to do that. I still don't know if I want to do that. I prefer my candy medium rare. Fair, fair. Oh, fuck, I have to teach someone strength. Unless someone already knows it here. But it'll tell me either way. Okay. I mean, you know what? Cigarettes is a physical attacker, it'd probably be best if, haven't had candy in 5 years. Damn, I am not that strong. Let's just get rid of Bite. Like, yes, it has Stab, but at least I can use Swords Dance with Strength. It'll make her more useful anyways. Oh god, I've been doing a shiny only run in Pokemon White and it's taken me over 50 hours and I only got to Gym 6. Oh god. Yeah, I can only imagine. Are there wild Pokemon here? Well, that answers my question, I guess. Already have one of you. You know what? Maybe I should have my Marshtomp up first. Actually, no, let's get... No, not Tentahot. Shiny only runs should only be done in Heart Gold or Soul Silver. Oh yeah, because you can see them on the overworld. That is really cool. Like, I've never had a shiny in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, but knowing that that's a thing makes me want one. The issue is, I think that the only way that I could do that without spending, like, countless hours on, like, a full odds hunt is pretty much, just to use, like, the Poke Radar in Pokemon Platinum. I've been meaning to actually go back and play, like, my old DS, Pokemon games that are actually on, like, my... What is this? Oh, interesting. Is this where I'm supposed to go? This place is so fucking big. Makes me think of how I used to design Sims houses as a kid. I feel like every kid did that, where they just made, like, every, like, room in their Sims home, like, just fucking ginormous when they would build houses. Like, kids have no sense of architecture. I never played The Sims. Oh, really? See, part of me wants to say, like, you should play it. Don't play Sims 4. Don't get into Sims 4. Sims 4 is cool. Okay. You can play Sims 4, but only if you don't get it from Origin. I'm trying to wink. It's not working. My desire to play Pokemon outside of an emulator is leaving my body once I remember how slow it is. It's pretty slow. I mean, I don't mind that. To me, it's kind of like, oh, you know what, I'm just playing this to chill out. Playing this to have a good time. I'm not in a super big hurry a lot of the times whenever I'm in games to progress. Ah, fuck, I could have dodged you. And I saw you before I got down here. That's even worse. But yeah, if you're gonna play The Sims, see, the other thing is I want to say, start with Sims 2. No, you can't do that because for some reason, EA is fucking allergic to putting Sims 2 up on their storefronts. Like, literally, if they had the complete collection of Sims 2 up there for 40 bucks, they would make so much goddamn money. Sims 2 is still, like, one of the best Sims games. It's like, okay, It depends also, like, what games you've played before. Like, it depends what you want out of a Sims game. Because for me, my favorite is Sims 3. But it's not very accessible because it doesn't run on lower-end computers very well. And I don't know what kind of PC you got, Acid Grin, so it's like, I don't wanna... Wait, no, that's not Acid Grin. Acid or Gin? I'm gonna keep calling you Acid Grin. That's my nickname for you now. Ay, ay, ay. When does Marsh Stomp get Earthquake? I don't... No, don't... Ah! I was hitting the button to get away! You know what? At this point, just fight all of them. Who give a shit? I completely forget what I was talking about before. That moment just made me lose my train of thought so hard. Okay, now we can get away. Get out the door and run outside. Get out, get the fuck outside. You gotta take a crap outside. We can't do this again. I can't keep quoting Be a Fool about fire safety. That magma just said mutter. It's like, why did you say that out loud? What's in here? Okay, I think this is where I'm supposed to go. I think I'm supposed to go, like, back there. But... I mean, hey, if I can find, like, a Zubat in here, Geodude might be our only option. If it is, that sucks ass. Since we're sharing facts about ourselves, the only thing I've drank for the past 10 years is sparkling water. Yeah, that's understandable. I mean, it also depends, like, where you live, because, like, I know that in my city, the tap water does not taste good. Although, then again, like, coming from a small town, I'm kind of spoiled when it comes to tap water. Especially, like, because my grandma lives, like, way out in the country. She has a well on her property. Like, that's where she gets all of her water. And it is delicious. It is good fucking water. People say that water doesn't taste. Water does taste. Water tastes, and some is better than others. Sparkling water costs the same as regular water here. Oh yeah, then in that case, like, why not take the sparkling water? Right. Magma, Hideout, Pokemon, Emerald, Encounters. I want to see if we have a chance of getting a Zubat here. That's Ruby. Okay, no. No. I don't want to know what all of the fucking... Oh, it's because I'm at fucking Pokemon Wiki. Bring me to Cerebi, the good site. Apparently you can get Torkoal here. You can get Torkoal here. That would be really, really good. Alright, then we're gonna keep running around. We're not gonna run around over here because fuck that. Whatever that item is, it's not worth fighting two trainers. Yo! Torkoal before he gets drought? No thanks. Still a strong fire type. I'm still gonna take it, and it's still a new encounter, so... Hey. If I have more that is between me and, like, losing the game, because I am also playing this, like, generally, in Nuzlocks, whenever you... Oogway looking a bit fried. I'm gonna name him Oogway. I've got Acid Grin. It hits hard, it does. I mean, not with Body Slam, but when it actually has a fire-type move. I mean, fuck, I have seen Flannery's Torkoal take out Marsh Stomps. Like, I've seen it take out like, actual water types just with overheat. It's kind of insane. And this one is also kind of kicking my ass. Everyone names Torkoal Oogway because it's a good name. Because it's a good name. What else are you supposed to name the tortoise Pokemon? Okay, stay in the ball. Stay in. Fuck! Name him Michael. No. I already have my heart set on Oogway. If we get... Oh, man. Is there another bird Pokemon we can get? You know what? We may rename Swablu. Or actually, fuck. There's gotta be a Pokemon that I can get. Wait, I had an idea. Pokemon Emerald Safari Zone. Doduo is in the game. Alright, we're good to go. I mean, when Alpha Red did a whole Emerald race, almost everyone struggled at Flannery. Yes. Because Flannery is fucking challenging. Like, she sets up Sunny Days. Her favorite move is Overheat. And on top of that, she has Attract, which means that you pretty much cannot rely on your starter unless you got really, really lucky. Oh, trust me, you'll see what that Doduo is for. Because I've thought of some matching names. Take the— Oh, you fucker! Because of Sunny Day and Waiter, not because of Torkoal himself. I mean, yeah, but you could also say, like, oh, Skeledirge isn't a good Pokemon. Like, you need Throat Spray and Throat Song, or Fire Song, or whatever the fuck it is, to, like, actually make it good. It's like, yeah, no. Yeah, Pokemon use strategies. It's like every Pokemon is mostly good because of its move pool. Like, you have a Pokemon with a shit move pool. I should have probably switched Webster out now that I think about it. When I played Scarlet with Skeledirge, it kind of felt uncomfortable. Yeah, because after a little while, like, it's literally just, like, the instant win button. My original Violet team was fucking stacked. It's really slow and can't take a lot of hits. It's true, that too. It's like, but with, oh, okay, well, I mean, this works. Sure, fuck it. You're gonna die, so I don't care. But, okay, what was I saying? Yeah, my original team in Violet was, like, fucking stacked. It's like I had Skeledirge, Greavard, I had... What is Findal's actual name? Palafin! I had Palafin on my team. It was just insane. I had Tinkaton as well. I did not know that these were, like, the most busted Pokemon in the game whenever I got them. I was like, oh, these are the ones with, like, the coolest designs. So I'm gonna get them, obviously. Okay, so that room was pointless. Okay, come on. I hate everything that Scarlet and Violet chooses to be. I don't, honestly. Scarlet and Violet are kind of the only reason why I'm still into Pokemon. In any capacity. Like, I would have just completely given up on the franchise if not for them. Them and Legends Arceus. Ruin competitive? I mean, fair, but as someone who doesn't give a shit about competitive, I don't care. I couldn't care less what happens to the competitive scene. As long as the games themselves are fun, I'm like, that's all I care about. And for me, like, Scarlet and Violet were the most fun that I've had in a Pokemon game in, like, actual years. I had Meowscarada, Ceruledge, Kilowattrel, Wugtrio. Very brave choice to have a Wugtrio on your team despite it sucking ass. Cyclizar and King Gambit. Hell yeah. Good team. Aside from Wug Trio. Because I think Wug Trio sucks ass, doesn't it? And 3 out of 6 of them had switch moves. Oh man, you were playing fucking Scarlet like it was all rotation battles. Alright, there we go. I don't even know why I'm taking out these little guys. I mean, I guess Webster is about to level up into his final form. Clodsire. I've been using Clodsire in, like, my most recent playthrough of Violet, and it is, like, pretty damn good. Here's what I'm gonna do. Tentahot needs some time in the sun, and I can just give you the EXP share. I mean, Webster 3 is definitely coming with us to Tate and Liza, unless we use, Soup. Which we might. We need some kind of surf Pokemon. I need to teach Tentahot surf as well. Because I doubt Bubble Bean is gonna actually do that much. Oh, well, never mind. Yeah, Wug Trio was easily my least favorite member. See, my team, I had 5 Pokemon. I had Skeledirge, Greavard, I had Tinkaton, I had Garganackle, and I had Palafin. And then, like, my 5th member, I just kind of swapped out as needed. In the end, I think I went with a Farigiraf, which is forever tainted in my mind because of a Tumblr post that got fucking stuck in my brain. It's just, like, a picture of, like, Farigiraf's official art, and underneath the caption just says, "This thing's name is Cunt City, and its signature move is Cunt Serve." And I think about it every fucking time I see Farigiraf now. It sucks. It sucks. Also, if I had a Palafin, that would have made it 4 out of 6 Pokemon with switch moves. That's crazy. Okay, you know what? We're gonna take this, and I'm gonna give that to Nugget now. I was so focused on talking about that Farigiraf post that I did not even perceive that my Swampert evolved. I was not paying attention for that entire evolution. I hate Palafin. I cannot hate Palafin. It is dumb and it is funny. I love it. Same reason with, like, I cannot hate Dunsparce. Dunsparce is exactly the evolution that Dunsparce deserved. It's also because, like, all of the fan artists kind of took all of, like, the cool Dunsparce evolution ideas. Like, it was to the point where if Game Freak did try to make it, like, some kind of badass, which would go against the entire point of Dunsparce. Like, no matter what they did, it would look like they were ripping off someone's fan design. So it's like, no, I understand why the Dunsparce exists. The Dunsparce is based. It is. There's someone on YouTube right now, I think they go by Shiny Catherine. They're like a shiny hunter. They've been, like, stocking up on shiny Dunsparces to try and get a 3-segment one. What's this in here? I guess I'm gonna have to wait to find out. Also, I just said that I have to teach Tentahot Surf, and then I didn't. You know Protect naturally? What? The funny thing about the Dunsparce is that when I faced Larry for the first time, I beat his Dunsparce thinking it was just a Dunsparce! Amazing! Oh, this Torkoal knows it's no match for Tentahot. The double protect. Yeah. Oh, we didn't... Just go. Thank you. Alright. Before I forget again, Tentahot is getting decent moves. You do not deserve to have such shit-ass moves. Wasn't until I faced another trainer with a Dunsparce that I realized, wait, it looks kind of different. It took me like a minute to realize his name was different too. I remember seeing it, like, I saw Dunsparce and I got, like, excited for a second. I was like, oh my god, they actually did it! The Madmen, they actually did it! And then realizing it was just Dunsparce, but a little bit longer, I was like, that's perfect. That's exactly what Dunsparce was always supposed to turn into. Oh, right, we have Ice Beam TMs. Ah, might as well. Hey, it's better than rap. Oh, for a second I was like, oh, can Nugget maybe learn Psychic? But I don't think it can. Can it maybe learn Flamethrower? No. Lizard Crab can learn Flamethrower? Dunsparce should be a 3-stage evolution. See, I'm not sure what they would do for a 3-stage evolution. PP Max! You suck! Is... Voice mod? Voice mod? And Dunsparce should just evolve back into Dunsparce! Oh my god, imagine if it was like an endless cycle. It's like when you hit the level that you can evolve it into Dunsparce, it will always evolve on like the next level from then on, just to piss people off. That would suck, and it would be awesome. Voice mod taking 7 years to open, cool. Anyways, this is what I was gonna do.
Die, 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 die.
Okay. I like he's about to fight me and he's like, are we the baddies? It's like, I'm sorry I interrupted you during your soul searching. Oh, fuck yes. Tentahot is just bodying this Mightyena right now. Alright, I'll let you get back to your soul searching now. Okay, I think he came to the wrong- I think he came to the right conclusion. I'd love to see a ROM hack where you just play as this guy. Clear my mind. Next time I see our leader, I'm gonna ask him about what we do. I mean, I don't think that's gonna end well, but all the power to you, bud. Solidifying Dunsparce is the perfect specimen. I mean, that wouldn't be too far off from Palafin, like, you have all Finizen, and the base form of Palafin just gets a hard. It doesn't transform until you switch it out and switch it back in. Actually, now that I think about it, Red, like, your Switch team would be perfect for a Palafin. If everyone is switching in and out anyways, like, Palafin is always gonna be at its most powerful. Oh, it would be a lot better if there was constant Subway Surfers gameplay playing underneath it. Oh man, it's like one of those TikTok videos made for people with like 5 seconds of attention span. I say as someone who also has 5 seconds of attention span, but at least I don't use TikTok. Where it's like, oh, we have like a fucking Family Guy clip, and then we have someone playing some shit-ass mobile game underneath. Just so that this way, it's literally the same as like jingling keys in front of a baby's face. That's what it feels like to me. It's like, what the fuck? Why is this necessary? Oh my god, they could have used a second screen on the DS for Family Guy clips! Yeah, I noticed that when I played Scarlet for the first time, but the problem is I couldn't have gotten a Palafin in Violet because I had no online Switch, no friends. That's fair. It does suck. Sorry, I forgot water, but I was like, I'm not taking a break because this is supposed to be a short stream anyways. We're literally beating the Magma hideout and then possibly the Aqua hideout. Okay, we're just running from this one. Go away. We don't need the levels that badly. Now I wish I had a Palafin in Violet. I mean, hey, if and when you ever get a Nintendo Switch Online, like, let me know. I'll help you out with that. I've been playing Pokemon Violet a little bit more recently anyways, so, like, I could totally hop in Union Circle for a little bit. It's just I know that Nintendo Switch Online costs money. I largely just have it because, I mostly got it for, Animal Crossing. Well, I have one now, but I wish I had one on my first team. Ah, fair enough. Attention span returning to me as soon as I start building Lego. That's a mood. Nintendo Switch Online is trash. It kinda is. Like, Nintendo's never had good servers, but you would think that now that they have, like, pretty much a home console that has a lot of games that rely on that shit, you would think that they would make it better. And it's also, like, I hear that a lot of the, like, retro games that they've ported to the Nintendo Switch are ported, like, badly. Like, they have awful control schemes that you can't change, or something along those lines. I don't know, I watched a Young Yeah video about it, and I don't remember much. Give them the least amount of money possible. That's fair. Oh no, I blabbed about Groudon. That would be me as a grunt. I'm awful at keeping secrets. I mean, hey, I literally started the stream telling y'all how much I pay in rent. Like, I feel like I would also be the person to be like, oh yeah, we're trying to resurrect this ancient Pokemon. Eh? Oh, fucking, ugh. I looked at Quora once, and now they give me notifications like 5 times a day. It's stupid. I looked at it once because I was having like technical issues. I'm pretty sure that it was whenever I was trying to fix my modem before. And ever since then, it's just been fucking constant. Basically doxed yourself as soon as you said how much your rent was. I mean, to be fair, in my city, no one has rent that low anymore. Unless you've lived here for a while. It's the same reason why, I know my grandpa on my dad's side, he lived in the same apartment for like 30 years, and it was because he was like, whenever he got in there, it was, I think it was like only like 500, 600 a month, and they can only up it by like a very small percentage each year, unless you like move out. So he just lived there for like 30 years. He was like, yeah, they can't evict me. I haven't done anything wrong. I pay my rent. Okay, let's get you, let's get rid of Fury Attack. How could you give away such vital information? I know, right? Sometimes, it's like, every time that I end a stream, I'm kind of like, but what if I accidentally said my full name when I wasn't paying attention? What if I accidentally said every number in my social security card? One time I doxed myself to prove a point. Wow, don't do that, that's dangerous. I fear for you, Red, don't do that. Don't. Advantage of being a man, I could literally give my address to anyone online and nothing would happen. Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like, you look at an Ask Reddit thread and it's like, men and women of Reddit, what would you do if you woke up and you were the opposite sex? And it's like, for a lot of men, it's like, oh yeah, I would like look at myself in the mirror naked, or like I would do like this funny thing, or I would, you know, dress in frilly clothes or something like that. But then for women, it's like, oh, I would actually be able to take walks at night without being scared. It's like, oh, right. Like, even I'm very much like, I'm trying to get over my fear of being outside of my apartment after dark, because, of course, whenever you grow up, like, way out on the countryside, and your only real news about the city outside of, like, oh, here's some local event that's happening, you know, here's some, like, political shit, here's some, you know, here's what fucking Doug Ford is doing now, it's, you know, shit like that. Outside of that, it's always like, hey, here's who got stabbed! So, moving to a city made me go like, I don't want to be out at night! It also doesn't help that the first time that I took the bus in the city that I live in, the first time I took a bus at night, this is a whole story. I had been out and about pretty much the whole day. There was only like one bus in my city that like runs at night at the time. I think there's like 2 or 3 now, but it's still not the best. So that's also another reason for me to not go out at night, but either way. So I had been out, I was just like, you know, I can't remember what I was doing. I think I was just thrift shopping. But then it was like, oh, it's dark, you know, I gotta go home. So, get on the bus. I am the only one on the bus. I'm sitting like near the back because I like being near the back. And this guy gets on the bus. And he sits directly next to me, which I'm already like, okay, why? And of course, like the way that he's sitting, he's kind of like blocking me into my seat, so I can't get out. And he starts talking to me, and it's just like casual conversation at first. And I'm like, okay, you know what, maybe this guy's alright, you know. Maybe I was just being a little paranoid, whatever. And then the man drops this bombshell on me. He's like, yeah, actually, I just got out of prison recently because I accidentally ran over my ex-girlfriend. And it's like, what? Huh? Excuse me? And then he started being like, oh, can I have your phone for a second so this way I can like text someone? And I'm like, here, you know what? I'll text them for you. How about that? Like, just give me their number. So I sent them a text. I'm like, hey, yeah, this is the person trying to reach you. I don't fucking know. They're just sitting next to me on the bus. This person, by the way, this person that I texted never replied to me. I'm 90% sure this guy was just trying to steal my phone. So it's like, after that experience, and of course, like, being fucking terrified the whole time, because at the time, I was 18, like, I was still very much a teenager. And this guy was, like, in his 40s, and he was kind of built like a brick shithouse. So I was like, if this guy decides to hurt me, there is nothing I can do. Like, I am literally helpless in this situation. And the bus driver isn't even looking at us. So it's like, oh, I'm fucked. This is the night I die. And, like, that was the first and last time that I took the bus at night. So... public transportation creeps are real. Surprisingly, I have had more people be creeps to me at bus stops than on the bus. On the bus, outside of that one time at night, which is, I've never used the bus again at night, so I've never had another person be a creep to me. At least on the bus itself. But it turns out that when you dress in alternative fashion... oh, that was an admin? I thought that was a grunt until his sprite popped up. Huh? Huh? What? I mean, this is scary, but as a woman, you really shouldn't take public transportation at night. It's sad but true. Yeah, it's unfortunate because it would be much cheaper than taking an Uber at night. But, yeah, unfortunately. It's just the world we live in. It sucks and it's bad and it's awful and I don't like it, but... ugh. But yeah, it's like, I've got a few stories about people I've met at bus stops. Okay, so... I'm gonna go from... when I was homeless, I found that there are worse people during the day than at night. Oh, that could be definitely true too. It's like, at night, a lot of people are generally, like, doing their own shit. But during the day, everyone's, like, out and about. Okay, I'm pretty sure that he starts with a Mightyena. You have the wrong ball! Why are you using the blue orb to resurrect the red Pokemon? You are stupid. So it was you. Just poking around uninvited. Get it now, you must have pulled a cheap stunt. No. Don't blame me for your mistakes, man. Especially because I actually live in a pretty big city, so at night there's basically no one around. Damn. I mean, that's awesome. I also get a little worried in my area just because, I mean, it's not an all-the-time thing. There have been stabbings in my area. It's like, yeah, no, I'd rather just not risk it. You're level 37. What? Huh? Take out now is not the time. Don't. Okay. That's not that big of a deal. Okay, take out. Come on, I'm trusting you, buddy. Yes! Perfect. You've been hoisted by your own petard. I mean, England is known for its stabbings, but people aren't afraid to do it during the day. Yeah, around here, it seems like people mostly just do that shit at night. Okay, let's switch in cigarettes. Let's switch out cigarettes. That was scary, that was scary. Okay, there we go. Stop. That did fucking nothing! I'm gonna try something. What? Huh? Why? Why would you literally, why would you do that? Gonna try going for a crit? Really? Okay. Now we have a free switch into Swampert. And we can use Rock Tomb. Not the most reliable move, but it'll also slow Crobat down. Actually, wait, we have Ice Beam! Why did I use Rock Tomb? We have Ice Beam! Ice Beam would have actually hit! How dare you? How dare you? Okay, come on, Webster, break through, break through! Yeah, there we go. Okay, one more time. Okay, 2 more times. You can't heal forever, Maxie. There we go. Remember when I was around 10, taking the train at night, a random guy sitting a couple sits in front of me started... Oh. That's not good. Actually started dying of laughter, I don't know why. Yeah, I mean, whenever you're a kid, you don't understand that kind of stuff. But, yeah, no, that sucks. Alright, that should be Camerupt, which will be no issue for Webster 3. Yes! Yes! I think he was drunk. But I mean, that's still gross. That's still bad. Makes me so adept at handling Pokemon. I have 3 brain cells where you have 1. Okay, bye. You know what? I'm just gonna use one of my, repels. I don't want to run into any other Pokemon. Fuck that. Oh, cool. Oh, right, escape ropes are a thing. Bye, I'm done here. Okay, back to Lily Cove. It's almost 5, but you know what? It would suck if we didn't do the Aqua hideout today. The rest of his brain cells got melted from the magma. Probably. I'd believe it. Archie also has 3 brain cells, but 2 of them are always focused on like how cool water Pokemon are at all times. Yeah, no, you stay there. You're not gonna be of much help. You're gonna be of even less help. There we go, and then on a random note, I hate nothing more than people smoking in my house without even asking permission first. Oh god. See, that's not really a thing that people do here. At least I've never had it happen. Like, most of the time people are like, okay, I want to smoke, I'm gonna go outside. Also take out Tentahot. But who are we replacing him with? You know what? Although then again, Guts only really works in our favor if he's poisoned. Don't worry, Tentahot will be safe in here. He's with his friends. Those 2 brain cells are focused on his simps. We make it bigger. Okay, you know what? Shit. Actually, bringing beans is probably a good idea. Tentahot OnlyFans when? I'm sure someone has made, like, a Pokemon-themed OnlyFans. I'm sure that exists. There's no fucking way it doesn't. Scary face. No. Fuck. Shit. I have to keep playing. I have to beat the magma base. Not the magma base, the aqua base. Whatever base. I need to check if someone did. For research reasons, right? Just for research. I need a sound clip on my soundboard that's just Mario from Hotel Mario going, no. There's like this, I can't remember what YouTube poop it is that uses it. But there's someone, there's some fucking YouTube poop out there that just has a character saying something that's like blatantly wrong. There's a pause, and then you just hear Mario saying, no? In like the most confused tone. It kind of rules. Where am I going? Oh, wait a minute. No, back! We need someone that can surf. You know what? Actually. Luigi, look! It's from Bowser! Nice of the princess to invite us over for a picnic, gay Luigi? Why has Mario said fucking gay whatever at least twice? Because there's gay Luigi, and then there's also so long, gay Bowser. Why did it happen twice? I hope she made lots of spaghetti. What? I'm sorry, can I reread that? Oh, thank God. I have the worst brain known to man, and because you were talking about Tentahot and OnlyFans, whenever I just skimmed through it, I thought it said he's gone to jack off a submarine, and I was like, what do you fucking mean? I thought for a second that maybe, like, whoever uploaded this ROM had changed just that one line of dialogue. Nintendo actually sued a TikTok and OnlyFans star for having a Pokemon-inspired nickname. What? That's fucking stupid. pro-LGBT Mario. Fuck yes. There are only a few more weeks until Pride Month, and Mario is here for it. Not bays. They shouldn't sue people just for fucking using shit. Using like a part, like having a fucking reference in your nickname should not be enough to be sued. Nintendo cringe, yes. Alright, I remember. You have to go to fucking Slateport to do this, don't you? You have to go to Slateport for no reason. There is literally no reason for you to come back here. And then talk to these guys. Remember being mad at Nintendo for deleting Pokemon Uranium. Yes, that was fucked up. Pokemon Uranium seems to have like a lot of fucking potential to it. And then they were like, no, you're not allowed to do this. It gives me the same vibes as fucking Rockstar taking down all the like remasters, the fan-made remasters of the old games. Purely because they were doing their own remaster where they just used an AI to remake everything. I also just found that people open Pokemon cards on OnlyFans. Why? I kind of just read Captain Stern's dialogue there for a second. Alright, well now we go to the hideout. Alright. Let's do this shit. Wait a minute. You can give me a berry, right? Here we go. I wonder if I can get more berries from the Berry Master. We'll check that. We'll check that later. Remind me about that, chat. But yeah, it's like, why do it on OnlyFans when you can just do that shit on Twitch? I mean, I guess it's like subscriptions and stuff. Okay. I hate that I can't run. I hate that I can't run. I want this Team Aqua Grunt to get the fuck away from me. Always go right. That's why. People that use streaming services when I tell them about piracy plus ad blocker. Yeah, that's fair. It's like Ah, fuck, you were about to turn! Not a fan of that. At least we're not gonna run into as many wild Pokemon doing this. Oh god, you still only have Absorb. I forgot about that part. I mean, fortunately, this thing can't do shit with that Screech it just used, so. Oh my god, you still have Sweet Scent? What's up with that? Which company is worse, Apple or Nintendo? I mean, I would say Apple just for, like, the forced obsolescence. Or obsolescence? I've only seen that word written. Making shit so it breaks down and, like, isn't as good after a few years. Because they're kind of notorious for that in, like, tech spaces. It's like every company does that nowadays, but I think they were, like, some of the first to do it. Go left. I remember this one. We go around. And there we are. Fuck! I thought that was the right one! I thought that was the Master Ball! Based Europe forced Apple to allow backdooring on their phones. Hell yeah. Apple because iPhones are just worse versions of Androids. See, the only thing that iPhones kind of have... just a minute. This is a bad situation. I guess we could just run, now that I think about it. There we go. Master Ball, there we go. Fuck! Are all of the rest of these electrodes? No. No! No! Fuck. Thank God! That was too close! I think only 2 are electrodes. Also, unlike in the US, Apple can't sue you for repairing their products. Which is good! Like, this is the other thing about, like, European countries. They have more laws to protect you from predatory business shit. We don't have that over here because most of the companies own the politicians. So they're never gonna put in policies in place that could impact them negatively. Gotta love that good old late-stage capitalism. Okay, let's go right. Okay, let's go left. I don't understand how lobbying is legal there. Trust me, I don't either. I straight up do not. Go left. Go middle. Go middle. We can just keep doing this forever, huh? Okay, I'm sick of the noises. It's basically just bribing? Yes! Yes! We're not doing the loop again. Here? And then here? We've tried all of these! I'm starting to think that maybe this isn't where we're supposed to go. There's another teleporter past these two. Oh! Alright, not the best matchup for Bach Hotel. Let's... Yeah, cigarettes is our best option, huh? Mostly because I don't want to... I'd rather put cigarettes in the line of fire than a Swampert. I mean, then again, it's not like this is really that dangerous. It's a fucking Gen 3 Zubat. Actually, speaking of Nintendo, like, nuking, games, I'm really hoping they don't do that to Pokemon Infinite Fusion. Like, fortunately, Pokemon Infinite Fusion, because the way that it's made, Americans, when I show them it's not normal for country to be run by just 2 parties. Yeah, it's fucked up, because even in Canada, like, we don't have just 2 parties. We have, like, 5 or 6 of them. But people always are just like, well... there's no use voting for anyone other than the conservatives and the liberals, and it's like, no, there are more options! There are other options! It's not a binary choice here. But it's because, like, in Canada we hear about American politics so much, just because it's, one, Americans are all over the internet. So, you tend to hear about American politics more than Canadian politics. I've actually had to follow specific people online just to actually learn more about Canada's political climate. Because literally everything I was hearing regarding politics was very, very US-centric. But it's mostly because, like, anything that happens in the US trickles up here eventually. Americans be like, who you voted for, bad or worse? Yeah, it's fucked up. It's like, every now and again, it's like, man, I kind of feel bad for people in the US, to be honest. Like, okay, cigarettes, you have one job. But it's like, I think it was only recently that their minimum wage went up. Like, I think for a long time it was like $8 an hour, wasn't it? That's insane. Like in Canada, minimum wage, like, the lowest that it's ever been while I was working was, I think, about $13 an hour. Nowadays, I think it's up to like 16, 17 bucks an hour. Which still isn't quite enough to survive, but, you know. If we do more than that, people will say like, oh, the food is gonna go up in price, and then it goes up in price anyways. Ugh. Anyways, enough talking about fucking real world. Because it sucks. Why is this building built like this? I've just kind of realized now, like, we went up a staircase and then down another staircase. There's nowhere else, like, this building is built so stupidly if you think about it, like, in world. Why is it like this? Okay, that should be fine. So you built your hideout in the most confusing way possible. Just so you could beat up people easier. And you're still failing to stop me! Villain 101, build a confusing base for no reason. I guess so! I guess that's their strat. It's wild to me that's like their strategic choice. Looking at the Gen 3 evil teams, like, you're all so stupid. Of course they're failing, they're attacking you with Zubats, exactly! Hell, even Poochyena is more useful than this. And it's on the first route of the game! And it's everywhere else, too! Stop using Zubats to attack me. I wish it cut off with, what's wrong with you? Castles back in the day used to have confusing designs on purpose, so navigating them would be hard for the enemy. Really? As someone who likes Zubat, Zubat sucks. Fair, fair. I mean, I've got some Pokemon that are like that. Like, Behem, not a good Pokemon. I like it anyways. Big brain. They got the big brain plays. Crobat is amazing. It can be, yes. Not in this gen. This gen, it has a very bad, a very, very bad move pool, like most things. Team Galactic has a better selection of Pokemon, and that's the evil team that has a boss who uses a team of 4 with 3 flying types and 2 dark types. You're right. You are right. Take out this thing. Hi, Logan. Welcome to the stream. I will say I don't know how much longer we're gonna be going, because as soon as I beat this base, we're ending stream. I'm tired today. I didn't want to stream for too long. Ah, I see. I do like the way that they changed all of this in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I like that they gave everyone, like, more personality. When is the next stream? That'll be next Tuesday. Next Tuesday, 6 p.m. I'll put up a schedule next week. Usually I don't do it until Tuesday, though. But yeah, my general schedule is Tuesdays at 6, Thursdays at 3. Keeping them at different times helps keep it interesting for me, and also, I have difficulty starting tasks if I know that I have something that I have to do afterwards. Like, if I know I have to do something at a specific time, it's very difficult for me to start doing something. Because I hate getting, like, partway through a task and then having to stop. So my brain goes, okay, unless you can absolutely guarantee that this task will be done before, whatever I have planned, you're just not doing it. And I'm like, oh, okay, great, cool, thank you. Like today, I've mostly, I did do like a couple of chores around the apartment, but I'll admit I mostly spent it watching anime. I'm almost done with My Next Life as a Villainess. I'm like halfway done the 2nd season. Then I have to finish watching Mob Psycho 100. But I kind of worry that whatever I watch next... Well... Okay, come on. Come on. Thank you! But yeah, I'm worried whatever I watch after Mob Psycho 100 will seem like shit in comparison. You used a super potion. Do the admins not get paid enough to use at least hyper potions? What's your favorite fruit? I mean, it depends. It depends. Like, I tend to like apples. One of my most hated anime got a sequel. Oh god. See, I don't keep up with like every anime. I actually don't know very much. Okay, this was probably a bad idea, but I think Takeout should be able to take a few hits. It can take a couple. We can at least get a Fake Out off. What? Okay, well, we're switching out. Nugget. Nugget is probably good for this. The only anime I ever watched is Dragon Ball, only because it was straight up religion back in the day. Aw, hell yeah. Okay, we're gonna fly. Fun fact. Fun facts aren't very fun. Hi, 100th Assassin. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, it's like... I hear that Mob Psycho 100's 3rd season is, like, stupid fucking good. Apparently, it has, like, 2 of the best arcs in the manga in it. And it's like, oh. Oh, damn. I thought that the first 2 seasons already kicked ass. What do you mean it gets even better? Ugh. Alright, well, that felt very pointless. You just keep on running, buddy. But yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna watch after that. What is the idol one that just came out recently that people are talking about? Oshi no Ko? I heard Shield Hero got a crappy season 2. Oh, really? It's like, I know that The Promised Neverland got an absolutely dog shit season 2, which sucks because before I heard about that, I was like, oh yeah, I should watch this anime. Like, I knew the first episode twist, but I thought, like, oh, it'd be interesting to kind of see what, like, where they go after, like, the first season, because, you know, obviously they either, like, made it out or they didn't, and either way, you would have to deal with the repercussions of that. But then I hear, like, oh yeah, no, it was absolute dog shit and they blew through, like, 4 arcs in 12 episodes. It's like, it did that kind of thing, huh? It's the same reason why, like, part of me wants to watch, the 2nd season of One Punch Man, just because I've never watched it before. Best animator, best motivator. Christ, my brain is so fucked. Best motivator for not watching anime as anime fans. What if we fought a giant turtle for 12 episodes? Oh god, what anime did that? Which anime? I watched a video on this one. Anyways, we've saved the game. I'm gonna save one more time, just to be safe. And then we'll go to the just chatting screen for a little bit, because we could keep talking about anime on the just chatting screen. Like, I'm gonna be wrapping up stream anyways. I wouldn't be doing anything in Pokemon. I'd just be standing there. Actually, wait a minute. Wait a minute, actually. I've got to pull this back up. I gotta pull this back up. We gotta check our berries. We gotta check our berries. Me holding back murderous thoughts when I read the term waifu. It's just ubiquitous at this point. Best anime is a puppet show with Thunderbolt Fantasy. I think I've heard of that one too. That one looks really interesting. Anything using puppets is really, really cool. Someone is making whale noises outside my window. What the fuck is up with that? Someone's just going, ooh! Ooh! It's like, what are you doing? Don't make noises like that. Okay. Right, yes, check the berries! I swear to God, keeping all my thoughts in order is like hurting cats! Y'all ever seen Ranking of Kings? Didn't that one also go to shit? Or am I thinking of the wrong one? Okay, the citrus berries still aren't ready. I'm gonna test something real quick. Fuck! Fuck! I wanted to check the berries! I want to watch Evangelion, but I'm scared of the community I might be joining. I mean, there's a solution for that. Just don't join the community. This is sort of like how I live my life now. I'm like, I don't give a shit about what fan bases say. I'm just like, eh. I'm just enjoying something that I like. Other people don't need to be involved. Okay, we're gonna plant this one. There is no Eva community. That feels like there is no war in Ba Sing Se level. I want to try this. I want to see. You're 20 years too late to join the Eva community. It's true, because that anime is pretty old. Although, weren't there, like, recent movies and stuff that have come out? I feel like that would actually, like, keep a community alive, or at least keep a community. Even if it's not with any of, like, the old guard. Either way, this can be our just chatting screen. Or, you know what, maybe I'll just switch to the just chatting screen, and we can talk, because, we don't have... Okay, we have speakers, but, you know, we can close that. I don't think it's gonna grow. I mean, we grew a whole pecha tree during, the game today. I'll pull up the game screen again, if it works out. Bro, the Dragon Ball community was alive even when the last Dragon Ball product was 20 years old. There was a movie that came out last year, wasn't there? Like, I get what you're saying. I feel like the last TV show... I mean, even the last TV show, wasn't that in, like, 2018 or something? Like, Dragon Ball is still very much an active series. Okay, it's not growing just yet, so I'm gonna close that again. Talking about before Dragon Ball Super. I mean, yeah, I guess, but... Also, Dragon Ball is fucking long, too, so there's, like, a lot of material there. Man, the thing that keeps me from watching Dragon Ball is hearing about shit like, oh yeah, they drag out, like, one fight over 10 episodes. It's like, oh. That sounds like entertainment cancer to me. Like, that sounds like the worst possible thing. Dragon Ball Abridged. I watched a good chunk of that as a kid. I watched that, and then I also, I tried to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. Although the issue with me and watching videos, and this goes for streams too, is that 90% of the time, whenever I'm like, you know, sitting or laying down to watch a video or watch like a series or something, I get sleepy very quickly. Like, I remember I got like, I think it was like 10 to 15 episodes into like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged marathon, and then I fell asleep. And I woke up, like, 50 episodes later. It's just Dragon Ball Z, but without all the filler and the dragged out parts. Oh, interesting. But the thing is, I'm not all that big into, like, fight animes anyways. I like more character-driven stuff, which is probably why I like Mob Psycho 100 as much as I do. I like it when there's a cast of characters that have a fun dynamic with each other. There's one show where the abridged is... better than the original, and that's Sword Art. I've heard that. I've heard that Sword Art Online Abridged has a better story than Sword Art Online, which is fucking amazing. Gotta love when that happens. I've gotta watch that abridged series. Like, I would watch the abridged series instead of watching the actual anime. But yeah, it's like, I'm mostly just, like, whenever I'm trying to find a new anime, I just find one of those, like, anime seasons, the ones to watch videos, because it's like, okay, someone else has already watched everything. I'm just gonna go off of, like, their recommendations and see if I like them. So, that's why I'm thinking of watching Oshinoko next, because apparently it's, apparently it goes apeshit, and apparently it's something that you have to go into blind. Which, last thing that I heard that about was Doki Doki Literature Club, which scared the shit out of me, so I'm excited for this. It's what if someone put thought into their writing for Sword Art Online Abridged? To be fair, Sword Art Online barely has a story. Man. But yeah, I mean, aside from all that anime talk, I don't really have too much else to say, to be honest. And also, I have a slushie in the freezer, and a bed that I can take a nap in, which I'm probably gonna do. Either that or go to the gym for no fucking reason to try and stay awake, so this way I don't absolutely wreck my sleep schedule, but we'll see. We'll wait and see. Never watched Sword Art Online except for a couple games. Fair. I'm not touching it. DDLC is a great game that helps with poetry. Yes, it's a perfectly good game. It's a normal dating simulator. Nothing bad happens at all. Play Doki Doki Literature Club. Do not Google it. Do not Google it. Do not Google it. Do not Google it. I remember playing, Dragon Budokai Tenkaichi 2 on the PS2, and my friend having to run to his house to get his memory card to save. Oh, back in the days where you had to have memory cards. Man. But yeah, let's get into the normal end of stream stuff. So if you like what you saw, and you're new around here, hit the subscribe button. It helps me know that there are more people who like my streams, and also we'll get closer to the next sub goal after the karaoke, which I've still got to do. It's still gonna happen, I promise. It's just, lately I have been focused on everything but streaming. I've been trying to focus on, like, cleaning my apartment, finding, like, the people in the town that I live in that I can hang out with, because I do have friends, but most of them live quite a ways away from me. Play Doki Doki Literature Club, you're gonna love it. It's so cheeky and fun and not to be taken seriously at all. Exactly! Exactly, don't worry about it. Been focused on Finding Nemo. That was me when I was 4. I know that as a kid, I was obsessed with Finding Nemo, and for some reason, I was like an easily scared kid. I was always like, I loved the scene with the anglerfish. That one was my favorite one. And I remember as a kid, like, in kindergarten, we had a thing where they were like, oh, write a little story. And mine was like a ripoff of Finding Nemo, where instead of, like, Dory, it was just a group of deep sea fish helping, like, and it was like, instead of a father fish finding their son, it was like a baby fish trying to find their dad. I wonder if I've still got that somewhere. Like, my parents have to have saved that. I was obsessed with Caillou of all things. Oh man. I remember, like, I never really watched Caillou as a kid, but we had, like, the Caillou Christmas special, and for some reason I would watch it over and over again in December. I don't know why. I was like 7 or 8. It was something. So, yeah. So also, follow my Twitter. You'll see me, post whenever I go live. You'll see me post, whenever something interesting happens in my day. You'll find, dumbass memes with every single stream link, including Mickey Mouse drinking piss, absence of God, and, I'm gonna turn on my speakers for this one.
I see it, so I see that with me eyeballs. When I see it, I look at it, put my eyes on it. With my side balls, I look with my look balls and see it so in front of me. I see it with my dead balls, my side balls so in front of me.
You get shit like that on there, so follow my Twitter. Not my video, by the way, someone else did that shit, but, like, it's too funny, I have to re-upload it. So yeah, and then aside from that, I mean, not much else for me to say. Have a good night, everyone. I mean, it's not even nighttime yet. It's still pretty much afternoon. So have a good rest of your afternoon. Have a good evening. Stay safe out there. Trying very hard not to rip off Val's catchphrase once again. I'm so used to hearing her say, be safe, have fun, that it's just fucking carved into my brain now. Anytime that I'm saying, like, goodbye to someone, like, my instinct is to go, be safe, have fun. It's like, no, that's her thing! I'm not stealing it. Stop questioning whatever I hear on this stream, says the first ever time I drop by on this channel. Oh, right, wasn't that the Sims 2 stream? The Sims 3 stream. Oh, man, we have to return to Scarecrow Pepsi eventually. She needs to get her comeuppance for all of the murders. Oh, man. I've got to do more fucked up start screens. We kind of got that last stream, and also kind of this stream with the Big Bill Hells, but it was the best introduction, honestly. The greatest introduction to my channel is coming in on fucking 2 trucks, but you're bleeding out in a sewer. Death by 2 trucks, but you're bleeding out in a sewer. If anyone new around here wants to know what I'm talking about, go on my channel and look through the VODs until you find, the Sims 3 murder house. The thumbnail should be an absolute bullshit collage, and it has a picture of my face photoshopped over the jigsaw puppet on the tricycle. That stream. You'll know when you see it. It's still one of, like, the dumbest but funniest streams I've ever done. I can't remember if that's back when my model wasn't, as good because I was still using, Pure Live instead of, VTube Studio. Still had my old name back then. Yeah, it was a while ago. It must have been, like, a year or 2, right? Fucking insane to think about that. It's insane to think that I've been doing this for, like, multiple years. I've been doing this for multiple years, and I still have no idea how anything works. How does one clean eye hair? You close the eyes, and then you clean it. It's like washing your face. Anyways. You get that one little lore drop, and now I'm out. Bye, everyone. Have a good night. Be safe. Have a good time. I've just got to start doing a knockoff of Val's catchphrase, because at this point, like, it's just instinctual. I hate it. I hate that my brain goes to mimicking people. Anyways, I keep extending this out! Bye!